since relocating and driving for a distance of around half an hour each day to and from work, I have discovered the joy of audiobooks. Today I'm going to be sharing with you what I've been listening to. Hi guys, Ange here. Thanks for joining me and welcome to my channel. I like to upload videos that are beauty and lifestyle based, aimed at the more mature girl. I like to think that over 50 we can still lead a really fabulous life, so I'm hoping that my videos help you to do that. If you think that sounds like you, please consider clicking on the subscribe button down below. I'd love to see you back for more videos. Now in today's video, I am going to talk about how I have discovered the joys of audiobooks. I used to live from my workplace only 2 to 3 minutes drive from where I worked. Since we've relocated, I'm about a 35-minute drive to and from work. And as much as I would love to find the time to read, because I love books, I love learning, I love escaping into books, I don't find enough time to do so. By the time I've done a day at work and then I have to fit in time for filming for my YouTube channel and editing those videos and running the household and still doing things with my children and my family, that reading is a luxury that I don't make time for. Audiobooks have just been a godsend for me. So I listen to them on my journey to and from work and at any other time that I get the chance to listen to them. And I've got quite a collection of them that I'm getting through. And one of the books that I'd like to talk to you today is a book that I actually had physically that I'd never got round to reading. And the book is The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. Now, as you can see, this book is still new, but I'd actually like my husband to read it because I don't think he's an audiobook type of guy. But it is an incredible book for understanding those around you. Now, if you're interested in audiobooks, I'll leave a link down below to where you can link to try this book. You may even be interested in getting the physical book yourself, but as I said, I'm just loving audiobooks at the moment. I have a subscription where I buy a credit every month, and I'm just getting exposed to some wonderful books, and this one is no exception. I actually listened to this when I was heading off on holiday and listened to the whole book while I was driving because I was in the car on my own, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, The 5 Languages of Love is something, if you struggle being on the same page as any of your loved ones, it's a book you need to listen to or a book you need to read. I am definitely, from this book, I love acts of service. My husband could tell me all day, you know, nice, wonderful things, and he could bring home a bunch of flowers. I must admit, I'd fall over if he bought me a bunch of flowers. I think I've had 2 in our 30 years of marriage. But if he was to get the vacuum cleaner out and do the vacuuming without being asked, or clean the bench up, or do something like that, that to me is just, it just means the world to me because he's helping me out. So I am a person that reads the language of acts of service. Okay, so the 5 acts of love, or love languages as they're called. Love language number 1 is words of affirmation. Now, I really strongly believe that this is one that my husband needs to hear more often, and I probably need to say things more often. But I think the good thing about this book is teaching us that I like acts of service, and so me doing things around the house and me doing things for them, picking up their washing and doing stuff for them, is showing my love because that's the way I like to receive love, and I do it. And then I get really grumpy when I feel taken for granted of but they haven't got the same love language as me. So my husband is definitely a words of affirmations type of person, and I need to tell him more how I feel rather than show him. Love language number 2 is quality time, and I actually think that that is a really important one too. Then there's the love language number 3, the receiving gifts, and that is for the fact, you know, you like it when your husband comes home and gives you a bunch of flowers or gives you a gift for no apparent reason. So that's the love language that talks to you. Love language number 4 is acts of service, which is the one that touches my heart the most. And love language number 5 is the physical touch, and that doesn't mean sexual. What I really liked about this book is it really spelt that out, made it very clear, because it's very easy to say, I think especially for men, it's very easy to say, oh God, it's definitely the physical, but there's a lot more to it. It is a brilliant, brilliant book. So if you find you're butting heads with your partner or even butting heads with your kids, is understanding, and this book makes it really easy to tap into what other people's love languages might be. And then when you understand where they're coming from and you can tap into why things bug you so much, you can get that balance and see it from the other person's point of view. So just because you may be a words of affirmations person doesn't mean that that's what works for your partner or for the other loved ones in your life. Brilliant book, really eye-opening, and I think you'll find if you were to listen to this book or read this book, you truly will be quite amazed at the different way you look at the people around you. So I wanted to share that book with you, and I'd like to know down in the comments below, would you like me to recap on the books that I'm listening to, because I'm getting through quite a few. I like my self-help books. I haven't actually listened to any fiction yet. They've all been non-fiction books, but I'm learning so much, and I find it's a great way to spend just basic time, or you know, dead time in my car. I'm getting to learn something about myself and those around me, and getting to you know, ways of bettering myself, hopefully. So if you would like to hear about more books that I've listened to, please leave down in the comments below that you would like me to do that, and I would be more than happy to share my books that I'm reading or my books that I'm listening to with you. If you'd like to see any more videos from me, please feel free to tap or click on the video here, or tap or click on the video here if you are interested in seeing those. I thank you so much for joining me, guys, and I hope you've all had a wonderful and a beautiful day. I look forward to seeing you next time. See you later. Bye.